Urban Meyer will go down as one of the greatest Gator coaches all time due to his stint from 2005 to 2010, winning 2 national championships, one in 06 and one in 08. Although that 08 class had the likes of Brandon Spikes, Tim Tebow, Percy Harvin, Jeffrey Dimps, and even Brandon James, what some might not remember is the great secondary that they had, possibly one of the top greatest secondaries in college football. That secondary had the likes of Joe Hayden, unanimous 2009 All-American first-round draft pick to the Cleveland Browns, Will Hill, SEC All-Freshman, Major Wright, one of the big hitters in college football, all known for the big hit at the Oklahoma game, who went 3rd round, Ahmad Black, strong safety, 7th interception, 5th round draft pick, and Janoris Jenkins, cornerback, freshman, All-American 2nd round draft pick. But what if I told you they were one player away from being the greatest secondary in college football history? 2008, when Urban Meyer was on his recruiting trail, he already had the 3rd cornerback in the country committed to the Gators, that being Janoris Jenkins. He also had an absolute lock on the #1 cornerback in the country at the time, Patrick Peterson. Yes, that Patrick Peterson, the man who just finished his 12th season in the NFL, Hall of Fame cornerback. Patrick Peterson was an absolute lock to go to the Florida Gators until he wasn't. Well, in 2008, Urban Meyer was running around trying to tie up his loose ends for his 2008 class. Although that would not be his top recruiting class of all time, 2010 would be his #1 recruiting class of all time and top 5 in all-time recruiting classes. 2008 was still very healthy, but it would have been a lot healthier if Patrick Peterson would have went to the Florida Gators and not LSU. Days leading up to committing, he spoke with his father, and here's what his father had to say on committing to LSU over the Florida Gators.
It was my dad, like, giving me more insight on college football, as far as giving a more deeper look into the recruiting process, understanding where you would fall in that totem pole as far as coming in play. I had no problem coming there competing with the Joe Haytons. I forget who the other corner was at the time. Me and Janoris was in the same class. But he was like, man, I think it'll be a better opportunity for you to go to LSU, where it's a clean slate, where there's no DBs there. All the guys are seniors, where you can just go there and step in and dominate right now.
Now, although I respect his reasons for going to LSU, it hurts me and it makes me wonder as a Gator fan, what would have been if Patrick Peterson would have committed to one of the greatest secondaries of all time? Would it have been the greatest secondary to assemble of all time in college football? Would they have won a few more natties with the addition of Patrick Peterson? Probably not to one player, but it is something to reminisce on. And with recruiting season heating up for 2024, it just makes me wonder, can we ever get back to that style of recruiting? Can Billy Napier do what Urban Meyer did back in the early 2000s and bring Florida back to its great reign in college football? Let me know down in the comments, what do you think of this? Do you wish we would have got Patrick Peterson? Do you think it would have been the greatest secondary of all time? Am I overreaching here? I want to know in the comments. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you did like the video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.